This is my first time reacting to this duo. What's up guys, GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Big shout out to my Patreon Greg. Thank you so much for the support and the request. So he writes here, the Judds, I think Judds. Why Not Me from 1984, the best year of music in my opinion. They were a mother-daughter duo and had 14 #1 hits on the country charts during the 1980s. Wynonna Judd, the daughter, on lead vocals, and Naomi Judd. I think I have, that rings a bell. Pretty sure I have heard that before. The mother on backup vocals. They stopped performing as a duo in 1991, and Wynonna began a very successful solo career. Tragically, Naomi struggled with severe depression for over a decade starting in 2012 and died by suicide just one day before the two of them were inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Tragic. That is very sad to hear, especially considering, she was a duo with her daughter, but it's tough, if you're dealing with depression, with anxiety, any type of psychological, mental difficulties, try to get help. I know it's easier said than done, but it's worth it. So let's get into the video here. Why not me? Okay, this may be something I say often, just in different situations, like why not me? Please. All right, let's get into the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I think this is just going to be the audio. If you have reaction requests, please go to my Ko-fi page or Patreon. It helps out a lot. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. And let's go. They are identical. Mother, wait, who's the, wait a second here. Yeah, mother on the left, daughter on the right. But they're very, man, youthful looking, very, okay, the hair, that's genetics for you. All right.
Don't you know this country girl's still free? Why not me? Will you finally come down to your old hometown? Your Kentucky girl's been awaiting patiently. Why not me? Why not me? From here to Singapore, ain't a time that you notice the girl next door, baby. Why not me? Well, you had to see if the world was round. It's time that you learned how good settling down could be. Why not me?
Very nice guitar.
You've been looking for love all around the world. Baby, don't you know this country girl's still free? Why not me? Why not me? Baby, why not me? Oh,
Hmm, interesting. I don't listen to a lot of country music. I am kind of new to that genre, but I still like exploring everything that's out there. And to me, it's like very cool to meet new musicians and listen to songs that I've never heard before, because at the end of the day, it's learning and it's getting new experiences. So I welcome it. First things first, we hit the like. I will subscribe to the Judds, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. So even though this is country, to me it sounds very much like the 80s. Her voice, I mean both of their voices, very powerful. They have this sort of like power ballad type of attitude. Not sure how to describe it, but this is what I mean when I'm talking. This reminds me of the 80s, because it like I could picture them singing pop songs from the 80s. Maybe something like, who am I thinking of here that is like very 80s, like a female singer from the 80s. I mean, there's so many, maybe like Madonna, but she doesn't have that. There's like a grit in here, but it's very deep. It's like soulful and smooth at the same time. And I think it's something that maybe country singers have in common, how they're kind of mellow with their voice, they're smooth, but at the same time, there's strength behind it and their soul. And so, yeah, I'm picturing even like rock from the 80s, pop, and country, that they have this same maybe approach to the vocals because it was that time period. So both of them, with similar voices, and I've talked about this a little bit before, how I think their like genetics might play a role into the similarity of their voices, therefore giving them like an advantage, you could say, or just like an extra ability, right? Because when you have a similar voice with another person that's singing with you, then it's going to be easier to harmonize, and the tone of your voice, the pitch of your voice is going to just be like smoother overall, as if, as opposed to if you were, trying to sing with somebody else completely. And also a mother daughter duo. I'm trying to think if I have ever heard another one of those. This is something historic. I'm gonna say I've heard families, right? Like a family band. More recently, Mission Souls, right? I react to them a ton on my main channel. I really enjoy what they're doing. And there's several siblings, the Carpenters, but mother daughter, it might be a first for me. Let me know in the comments if you know of any others. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the musicality on here, the melodies. Dun, 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 dun. It becomes like this catchy type of tune. And yeah, it just makes me want to, sure, learn more about it, but I wish I could have experienced it. I try to put myself in different situations, and I could look stuff up about it now and get accustomed to it, but that's different than living in that time period. So let me know in the comments if you were alive in the 1984 when this song came out, and how it made you feel and where you were, because to me it kind of transports me to a time and place where I'm not familiar, but I kind of get an idea based on what I'm listening to, right? So I'm thinking like, Southern United States, it's 1984, and, people are dressed a certain way, and lifestyle is, in a certain, type of way, which is very different from now. So I don't know. I may have a thing that like I like to put my mind in different places, but let's not get carried away, because now I'm going to look stuff up. So the Judds, I do hope I'm saying this correctly. They were an American country music duo composed of lead vocalist, guitarist Wynonna. I feel like saying Wyona, but it's Winona Judd and her mother. Okay, the duo signed to RCA Records in 1983 and released 6 studio albums between then and 1991. That is a ton of work in a less than 10 years span. So this is one of their earliest songs if it's from 1984. Wow, they were not together for a long time, which is a shame. Huh. From Ashland, Kentucky. All right, see, that's what I'm thinking, southern Kentucky. I've never been again, but it's just like the things you hear on television, in movies, on the news, stuff like that. Okay. Well, it's really sad that the mother passed away, but yeah, it looks like they had their time and enjoyed it, and then they said, you know what, enough is enough, which is completely understandable, right? There's a difference, in how people like to perform, how long they want to stay. Beatles, a great example. They were together, I think, less than 10 years and created magic, and they're legendary. And there's bands that are still performing today after like 40 years, and they're also legendary. So I don't think it adds or takes away how long you were together. The importance is the quality of the music, and from what I'm hearing, this is quality. So I will definitely like to hear more in the future. If you guys have suggestions, please comment, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.